Courtney.
Carol, it's the middle of the night and you stop breathing. It happens to millions of sleepers, and soon there may be a shocking fix.
Is it your turn?
We've all been there. By day, it's all fun and games. But as with any family, nighttime can be stressful.
Going to bed at night was always an adventure.
Dan Gutzman, father of two, blames himself. He snores a lot.
Hey Kaylee, does Daddy snore?
Yeah.
Is it pretty loud?
He's tried a lot of cures. Nothing has worked. So by now, he's willing to try just about anything.
I'm a little bit apprehensive because the surgery, of course, was surgery.
Surgery, installing a probe in Dan's tongue, ready to zap him when he snores. So do people think he's crazy?
Absolutely.
Dan first noticed his snoring when he was 14. It followed him into the Army all the way to Kuwait.
I was in a Bradley with 5 other guys, and they made me sleep outside.
I try to go to bed before he does.
And after 8 years of marriage and many, many sleepless nights, Mindy is an expert on the sound. She compares it to a freight train.
And not a freight train because it's not consistent. It's one of those, like, you just get settled and you're just about to fall asleep and then he starts again and you're like, oh, I was so close.
They can joke about it, but snoring is serious, especially when it's as severe as Dan's. Snoring can cause sleep apnea. That's when you actually stop breathing in your sleep. It can lead to diabetes, cardiac disease, and stroke. Dan knew he needed to get checked out.
I made it halfway through the sleep study, and they said, all right, we're done. We've got enough data, you know. You stop breathing, you know, a couple of times every minute.
Dan was fitted with a CPAP mask, a common treatment for apnea, one that works for many, but not for him.
I can't wear the mask at night. I just can't do it.
Another option, reconstructive surgery, but Dan felt that was too drastic. He thought he was out of options.
Just stick your tongue out again for me.
Until he heard about this.
Sharp. Okay, sharp or dull.
A medical study that sounds really sci-fi.
It's a hypoglossal nerve stimulator.
Dr. B. Tucker Woodson heads the study here at the Medical College of Wisconsin. Dan is only one of 100 people in the entire U.S. in this trial.
Stick it out straight again.
Here's how it works. The patient has an electronic probe grafted to the nerves in the underside of their tongue and another placed in their lung. Both are connected to a battery in the patient's chest. When the airway closes and they start to snore, an electric charge shocks the nerves, stimulating the muscles in the tongue and opening the airway.
It's actually very physiologic. This is the way the body normally actually holds the airway open.
This is a cochlear implant. It uses the same technology as the probe in Dan's tongue, and the nerve stimulation that allows deaf people to hear should actually quiet Dan's snore. Early results for the testing show promise and a cure for Dan's snoring and sleep apnea.
I can't imagine what a full night's sleep, noiseless, is like. It's got to be amazing.
And that good night's sleep makes the gamble worth it for Dan.
Somebody's got to test this thing out. It might as well be me.
So Dan had the surgery to implant the sensor a month ago. Now that he's healed, the sensor and probe were actually activated tonight. And to see how well it works, we're going to be checking back in with Dan and Mindy in a couple months. And, you know, poor Mindy, hopefully this works for her.
Maybe tonight she'll finally get a good night's sleep.